It's whatever time it is. Do you know where your things are? Hello and welcome to episode 227 of The Checklist, brought to you by SecureMac. I'm your host, Ken Ray. For a while it seemed like Godot might arrive before AirTag. Apple's much anticipated item tracker was also long anticipated. It was finally announced at the spring-loaded Apple event on the 20th of April. Today we'll look at the product, we'll look at some pushback, and we'll look at some privacy concerns. We're playing AirTag on Checklist 227, brought to you by SecureMac. Let me start by saying that this is not an endorsement for AirTag. No one at SecureMac nor the checklist has used them yet. That's because they're not out yet, and we weren't on the short list of try before anyone can buy. AirTag is not the only device tracker out there. In the wake of its announcement this week, even the Apple-focused site iMore is running head-to-head articles with titles like AirTag versus Chipolo 1, which should you buy, and AirTag versus Tile Pro, which should you buy? That said, I have talked to more than one person planning to buy AirTag, almost it seems without thinking, because it's helpful, it's small, and by Apple standards at least, it's inexpensive. So let's start with the product. On the off chance that you have not heard about it, we should probably start with what AirTag is. In its press release on the device, Apple says AirTag is a small and elegantly designed accessory that helps keep track of and find the items that matter most with Apple's Find My app. Whether attached to a handbag, keys, backpack, or other items, AirTag taps into the vast global Find My network and can help locate a lost item, all while keeping location data private and anonymous with end-to-end encryption. That part sounds crazy, right? We can keep things from getting lost without letting you be found. Yeah, we'll look into how they pull that off later. As I said before, nobody on our end has tried them out yet. If you want an idea of what they're like, imagine a really stylish coin, somewhere between a US quarter and a $50 coin in size. Thicker than that, obviously. Instead of heads and tails, one side has an Apple logo, the other side is white, on which initials or emoji can be engraved. Apple describes it more succinctly, saying each round AirTag is small and lightweight, features precision-etched polished stainless steel, and is IPC67 water and dust resistant. A built-in speaker plays sounds to help locate AirTag, while a removable cover makes it easy for users to replace the battery. A piece I saw from Mac Rumors says that battery will last for about a year, thanks to its use of low energy and encrypted Bluetooth. Setting them up is said to be a cinch. Just bring AirTag close to iPhone and it will connect, according to Apple. Users can assign AirTag to an item and name it with a default like keys or jacket, or provide a custom name of their choosing. Now, I mentioned a moment ago that you can get them engraved. Apple's announcement says customers can personalize AirTags with free engraving, including text and a selection of 31 emoji when purchasing from Apple.com or the Apple Store app. Of course, there are clever ways to make swear words or inappropriate phrases with those darling little pictures, and Apple would rather you did not. Of the 31 emoji, Apple will let you use the poo emoji. But a piece from The Verge says you can't use the horse emoji followed by the poo emoji. You can use the poo emoji followed by the horse emoji, and you can also use the monkey emoji followed by the poo emoji. Same with chicken, snake, unicorn even. Instead of emoji, you can also squeeze up to 4 letters onto an AirTag, but you can't do 4-letter words. I mean, you could do love or cart or nose, but the S word and the F word will not fly. Because Apple is funny. Of course, it wouldn't be an Apple thing without accessories. The company is making its own loops and key rings that range in price from $29 to $39. In the wake of the product's announcement, CNET ran a piece that included third-party AirTag accessories. That article runs a range of products, from sunglass straps as low as $20 to an Hermes AirTag luggage tag for $449. Personally, I see the beauty of these things being their ability to hide, or my ability to hide them. If somebody's thinking of walking off with my backpack, I don't want them to first thing remove the thing that's supposed to keep it from being forever lost to me. Key rings, I get. Luggage tags, I don't. But different strokes. Compared to the accessories, AirTag itself is downright cheap. They'll run buyers $29 each, or you can get a pack of 4 for $99. AirTag will hit the streets on Friday, the 30th of April. In the last segment, I mentioned other item trackers besides AirTag. Until this week, Tile was the 800-pound gorilla in the space. This week, they sounded like an angry gorilla. Tile CEO CJ Prober expressed antitrust concerns about Apple's Find My app and AirTag on the day Apple introduced AirTag. That's according to a piece from Apple Insider. Quoting part of Prober's statement, "We welcome competition as long as it is fair competition. Unfortunately, given Apple's well-documented history of using its platform advantage to unfairly limit competition for its products, we're skeptical. And given our prior history with Apple, we think it is entirely appropriate for Congress to take a closer look at Apple's business practices specific to its entry into this category. We welcome the opportunity to discuss these issues further in front of Congress tomorrow." Of course, that tomorrow is now a couple of days ago. Sentiment against big tech, particularly Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Apple, has been simmering for a while. Earlier this week, according to another piece from Apple Insider, the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee's Subcommittee on Competition Policy, Antitrust, and Consumer Rights held a hearing focused on app marketplaces like the App Store and Google Play. It called witnesses from several companies that have accused Apple of abusing its market power. Among those companies was Tile, which I personally find kind of funny. While AirTag has been rumored for, ever, Apple doesn't officially compete with Tile yet. In fact, Apple's Find My network is open to third-party trackers like Tile. And yet, Apple Insider says Tile's Kirsten DeRue went after Apple's Find My network and the recently announced AirTags. She characterized those systems as an attempt for Apple to enter the market and take it over. DeRue also cited the magic onboarding flow of first-party Apple accessories as evidence of the company's anti-competitive behavior. While I've not seen anything about Apple addressing Tile specifically before this week's committee hearing, Apple was ready with a response to Tile's initial statement. On Tuesday, after the introduction of AirTag and after the statement from Tile's CEO, Apple responded saying, "We have worked from the very beginning of iPhone to help protect the privacy of users' location data, giving them transparency and control over how all apps may access and share their location. Apple created Find My over a decade ago to help users locate and manage lost devices in a private and secure way. Since then, we have expanded Find My to help users keep tabs on the other important things in their life, from sharing location with friends and family members to locating third-party products like VanMoof bikes and Chipolo item finders. We have always embraced competition as the best way to drive great experiences for our customers, and we have worked hard to build a platform in iOS that enables third-party developers to thrive." How all of this will shake out remains to be seen. We'll tackle AirTag and privacy in a moment, but first a word about MacScan 3 from SecureMac. While we're talking a lot today about one device, Apple introduced a lot of hardware at its spring-loaded event, including new M1 Macs. They're powerful, they're colorful, and I've seen speculation that Apple is expected to bring a lot of brand new users to the Mac with this new rainbow array. Of course, lots of new Mac users means lots of new targets for bad guys. You can keep your Mac safer with MacScan 3. MacScan 3 is a great defense against malicious software attacks aimed at your Mac. It's developed by SecureMac, trusted names in computer security and developers of exceptional security software for the Mac for over 20 years. MacScan 3 detects and removes Mac malware, catches keyloggers, removes tracking cookies, and provides full range or targeted scanning, all without crowding up your hard drive or slowing down your machine. And yes, it hums right along on Macs powered by the M1. Try it for yourself with a free 30-day trial at securemac.com/MacScan. Then once you decide to buy for less. You can take a little off your subscription to MacScan 3 with offer code CHECKLIST. Try it first, watch it kick those tracking cookies to the curb. Then when you're ready to buy for less with offer code CHECKLIST at securemac.com/MacScan. Let's do the privacy part. Apple has spent the past several years highlighting its focus on privacy. Now Apple wants to sell you a device to keep track of your stuff. Usually, your stuff is near you. If Apple is keeping track of your stuff, isn't there the chance that somebody is keeping track of you as well? On its page dedicated to Find My, that's the app that lets you ping, locate, and in worst case scenarios, erase misplaced, lost, or stolen devices. Yeah, on its page dedicated to Find My, Apple says, just like every Apple product, Find My is designed to put you in control of your data. Location information is only sent to Apple when you actively locate your device, mark it as lost, or enable Send Last Location. Data is encrypted on Apple's servers and kept for no more than 24 hours. And when the Find My network is used, everyone's information is kept private, even from Apple. Okay, that sounds cool, but how? I found a piece on the Next Web that dives into that a bit. Actually, let's back up one step. Apple's AirTag uses the company's U1 chip for precise location tracking. To do this, it uses ultra-wideband. So we have to take another step back. According to a piece from PocketLint, ultra-wideband uses a high-frequency, low-range radio signal using a time-of-flight system to accurately locate other devices, in this case using the U1 chip. That allows really precise, short-range location-aware communication, much more accurate than GPS or Bluetooth information. Again, Apple is really good at pinpointing where something, and thus perhaps someone, is. So how's it doing that while protecting privacy? Now we hit the piece from the Next Web, which says the U1 chip uses a 6 to 8.5 gigahertz frequency band to transmit signals at a short range to help you locate items using the Find My app on your iPhone. This helps you find stuff with more precision as compared to the approximate location shown by Bluetooth trackers. So, while you've told Apple, I need to find a thing, Apple isn't exactly telling you where that thing is. Rather, it's telling the thing, the AirTag in this case, to wave its invisible arms so the Find My app on your iPhone can see it. Actually, it might be better to describe it as a game of colder and warmer. The Next Web says the Find My app will show you the direction and distance of your item attached to the AirTag so you can look for it in that specific area. Now that's cool if it's nearby. But what if it's not? The piece continues, if you can't find your items in U1 or Bluetooth range, You can see its last known location on Apple Maps. But to preserve your privacy, this location is only known to you with end-to-end data encryption. Apple says that it switches up Bluetooth frequencies when tracking the item to avoid hijacking of those signals. Okay, but what if it's not where you left it? Once more to the next web, which says Apple has also included a lot of fail-safe mechanisms in case you can't find your item through the Find My app. Other iPhone owners can also use the Find My app to identify the owner of an unknown tag and relay the location back to them securely. Now, in the first segment, I said I didn't know that I would want a visible AirTag on my backpack. Seems like somebody could just take that off and throw it away before strolling off with my satchel or luggage. I like the fact that you could put an AirTag in a little pocket in your backpack or inside your luggage. So I could keep an eye on my stuff should I not be able to actually lay eyes on it. What stops a stalker from slipping one of these things into your briefcase or your purse without you knowing? Well, nothing stops them from doing that, though Apple has taken a few steps to keep it from working. I saw a few reports that covered ways Apple worked to keep AirTag from being used as a stalking tool. We'll go with one I saw from Apple Insider, which lays out a few of the fail-safes. If you have an iPhone and somebody drops an AirTag on you, you'll actually get a notification that an unknown AirTag has been following you. We'll get to other situations in a sec, but first, if you find out somebody is tracking you, the first thing you may want to do is stop the tracking. A piece from Mac Rumors says if an unknown AirTag is found to be moving with you, follow the steps below to disable the AirTag and stop sharing your location. First, you tap the AirTag found moving with you message, then you tap continue, then you tap on instructions to disable AirTag and follow the on-screen steps. Now, outside of the technical aspects, there is a lot to consider in handling stalker situations. In the context of an abusive domestic situation or relationship, suddenly turning off a tracker could present its own dangers. That is way out of the range of what we're covering on this show today, but the SecureMac blog covers some of this a bit more in depth. Look for the blog post, What is Stalkerware, at securemac.com/blog. Back now to the technicals of disabling an errant AirTag. I mean, it's really cool that you can turn them off with an iPhone, but it's not just iPhone users that might need protecting. Going back to the Apple Insider fail-safe list, if you don't have an iPhone and somebody drops an AirTag on you, after a certain amount of time away from the iPhone to which it's paired, the AirTag will actually make a sound. Apple Insider says the idea is that the sound will alert a non-iPhone user to the existence of the tracking device and hopefully help them locate it. At that point, Apple VP of Worldwide iPhone Product Marketing Kyan Drance says, you can call the cops. Quoting Drance, what the serial number is used for is when you first set up your AirTag. It is paired with an Apple ID, along with some additional information such as your name, your email address, your date of birth, and things like that, which Apple could provide to law enforcement if asked for, with the proper warrants and process. The same system works to protect Android users as well. Quoting Apple Insider again, AirTag has also been designed so that Android phones can read information from them. Given that, the serial number, and the sound an AirTag can play, Apple reportedly believes that stalkers will be deterred from using AirTag. If you are looking for more security news and how-tos, a great place to look is securemac.com/checklist. Notes and links there to all of the articles mentioned today and every show that we've done. Plus, you can listen right there as well. It all starts in one place, securemac.com/checklist. If you like the checklist, it would be great if you could do us a couple of favors. Review this show wherever you found it, and please tell others about the checklist. That would be very helpful to us, and hopefully we can be helpful to them too. If you have a question you would like to ask or a topic you would like to hear us hit, our email address is checklist@securemac.com. That address again is checklist@securemac.com. And if you can't remember that, please do remember this. You're listening to The Checklist, brought to you by SecureMac. And we'll talk to you next week.